Join me in Old Town Stockholm as I visit the cathedral. It's me, the travel bee. Let's go explore. This is the main cathedral in Stockholm, and I'm gonna go inside and check it out. It's called Stockholm. So the first thing you see when you walk in is these huge pillars that lead all the way to the front, and the really incredible ceiling, vaulted ceiling. There are so many pews here facing the center, and it's a much more ordained church than the other cathedrals I've been to in other parts of the Scandinavia. And look at the pulpit right there. That explains the amazing beauty of the church, and also the layout where people are in all directions near the pulpit. And there's also these other beautiful sections. There's two of them, one on each side. So I'm just gonna walk around the outside. The ceiling is beautiful in all directions. And here's more seating that would be facing toward the pulpit. This time there's actual statues in different parts, and also artwork and different commemorative pieces that I haven't seen in, for example, in Norway. So there's some beautiful artwork. Over here is this kind of cage area. I wasn't sure what it was for because there's nothing in the cage except for up by the top. So maybe it's just to protect that display, that sort of altar up there. There's more artwork up here, and something in that little offering plate. It was little pieces of paper. I'm not sure what it is for. But now I'm kind of getting to the center of the church, the front of the church, I guess you could say. The beautiful altar at the front. And it really is stunning. You can notice it right when you walk in from the far end. It's just this really beautiful place for religious service. And again, you can take in that beautiful vaulted ceiling. What's also impressive is over here, this massive statue of a horse. I wasn't expecting that in the church, but the view from this spot at the front, that's pretty amazing there. So I walked back further, and again, you can see this. Maybe that's for the choir, I'm not sure. That area there. But I want to go around and check out this statue a little bit closer up. It's a horse that's kind of rearing on two legs, attacking some kind of creature. And I don't think I've ever, and yes, the soldier on top has a sword drawn. I don't know if I've ever seen a statue or a display like that before in a church. So that was pretty neat. There's also a beautiful piece of artwork here that takes up the whole side of the wall. Of course, it's dark, so you can't see all the stained glass, but there's definitely stained glass here in this building. And then this looks like it's probably a tomb. But again, it's pretty massive and takes up... Oh, there's a huge bell here. That's pretty cool. Like that bell. But yeah, this tomb is kind of blocked off by these pillars, and it's just tucked away in the corner, and then you can still see the back of the statue from here. I just kept drawing my eyes to this statue because it was so interesting and really cool. Yeah, I find each of the sections here, there's something to look at. It's definitely not sparse like the one I saw in Oslo. This one is much more ornate and has a lot more sort of things along the edges that people might look at or walk to, or even seating. And this door is really cool. This is the door, I think it must be to the altar, but it's sort of this beautiful wooden door. Yeah, let me take a look here. If I go over here, yeah, it's what goes up to get up to the altar. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure how you'd see the person at the altar if you were sitting back here, but you can see the pipe organ over there. I almost didn't notice that before, but I'm gonna have to take a better look at it in a second here. I'll just go see what's in this corner. There's a ship sort of suspended in the air there. That's really cool. And here's the area where people light candles. So there's quite a few people doing that, and there's different sections where people light candles over here. Interesting. Now I want to get a better look at the organ, the back of the church. And it really is massive at the top there. It's beautiful. Looks like a balcony area. There's probably area where the choir is up there too, actually, now that I think about it. And yeah, there's an area right behind that balcony, and then these amazing pillars that go up to the ceiling. It's a more simplistic ceiling in a way, like it's not adorned with paintings, but just the ribbing is so beautiful. Yeah, it's a pretty impressive church, I have to say. I mean, I guess it explains why it's the cathedral, for sure. And then there's this beautiful, lot of gold everywhere. Beautiful piece there, right near the exit. So that was a nice visit, for sure. Thanks for watching.